So welcome to my second video. I'm gonna show you another part of the city. So here is Universidade do Porto. It was the first university that was built here in the city. This is the old science university. Here in Portugal, I don't know how it works in the other countries, but here the universities are divided by fields. So this was the old building where biology, chemistry, physics were taught. So now it's just a central like building of all university in Porto. It's used like for administrative stuff like that. It's great to visit. Inside it has a lot to visit inside, but I don't have the time now for that, so I'm gonna keep going. There we have an old church. It's I forgot the name. Igreja do Carmo. It's here for a long time now. Oh, this is Fonte dos Leões. It's where the students are baptized in their first year in the university. They wet their heads on the fountain as a symbolic baptism in the university life. There, that green area is the Jardim da Cordoaria. It is a beautiful green space. It has a lake, a small lake in the middle. I'm gonna show you in a moment. That coffee there, where it says, let me see if you can see it. Let me see. It's raining, so it's not. Well, that coffee over there, it's one of the most popular coffees in Porto. It's called piolho, or well, in English it's lice, that bugs that some kids can catch in school. But no, it's not like that. It don't have that bugs there. But it's called that because that was the name of the students who had classes here in the old school gave to the coffee. They spent most of their lives there, studying and drinking beers mostly. Okay, so we are approaching the garden. Over there, that building over there it's actually a hospital. It's one of the main hospitals in Porto. It's called Sant Antonio. It's an old building. This side of the it's old, but they built a new part on the back side of this part. Now you see these rails here. Actually, we still have cable cars working in the city. It's mostly like for the tourism. They are making like short trips, but they are still working, and it's really fun to attend, just to make a little visit for the city. It's great. So I'm gonna just show you the lake. It's just a little lake. Give me just 1 second. See, that's the lake over here. Sometimes you can see one or two ducks just laying around and swimming over here. So that part, that building behind those trees is a court where well, it's a court where people are judged sometimes. I don't know if it is actually still used, but well, it is what it is. And over here, behind these kids, oh, this is soft, nice. Over here, it was the jail where, well, people were judged there and then went to jail over here. Now this building, it's the National Museum of Photography of Porto. The mayor some years ago changed this to a museum of photography. It's used for expositions and stuff like that. It has all the history of photography and capturing moments of the city over the years. So it's really great. It's one of the points to be visited. Over there we have another church. We can see like the cross over there. It's not, you can't see that, but yeah, it's a church over there. I've already told that Porto has a lot of churches. And now over there we have the famous Torre dos Clérigos. You can see it's this big tower over there. You can actually get on the top of the tower by foot. It has like more than 250 stairs. You can climb them all by yourself. You have to pay for enter, of course. Behind the tower is an old bedrooms for the nuns that used to live there many years ago. And behind that you have another church that belongs to the tower, that it's still used for marriages and celebrating some Christian celebrations. I think interesting to know about this area around here, it's that I don't know the exact date of it, but I'll say like 200 years ago, maybe. I don't know. I'm really not sure, so I'm not gonna say that's the ideal time. But this, well, before it has all these buildings and stuff like that, this was an open area where people were hanging by the head, and after they died, they are buried around here. So this is was like a cemetery on those days. Yeah, this area was all, well, didn't have nothing of this. It was just like a field, and people were buried here after they were hanged in public for people to see who was being killed by their crimes at the time. But, well, stories apart, this is one of the focal points to visit in Porto. You can climb all the way to the top, and in the top of the tower you have 360 degrees view from the city, which means you can see all the city of Porto and Vila Nova de Gaia that is in the other side of the river, the Douro River. when in the old times, in the old days, when the Porto was a smaller city, sometimes when some people with merchandise would come here to sell their stuff. The flag of that seller would be put on the top of the church for people of the city. Oh wait, it's the cable car, as you can see. See, they are still working, and they are mostly for tourists to visit, as you can see. Let's see. They are still working. It's really fun to go on one of those to visit the city. So, as I was saying, the seller would give a flag to be put on the top of the tower, and that would let all the people in the city know that the seller was here in the city to sell their stuff. So all the people in the city could see the top of the church. So I will now go a little further, and just for you to see the other part of the